Welcome to this YouTube channel Learn Quick. I am Sharif here to explain you a problem on development of solids hexagonal prism. Before we start to draw the problem, we will discretize the question to three parts so that we will understand the question better. A hexagonal prism of 25 mm base side and axis length 60 mm has a circular hole of diameter 35 mm. So, to decide the default position of this hexagonal prism, we will refer our previous video lecture, Projection of Solids, position number 65, which lies in the 23rd minute of the video. To watch the video, kindly click on the link which is available in top right corner or in the description. So, the second part is the center of drilled hole meets the axis at its midpoint. So, we have a hexagonal prism and then we are going to drill a hole. Okay, so you're going to drill a hole. So the hole going to pass through the center of the axis. Okay, so the whole diameter is going to be 35 mm. So in case you just assume a solid, and then you're going to drill a hole here. Okay, and then you're going to develop, you're going to unfold the solid. So what will happen? You will get two holes. Okay, so how you will get two holes? One in the front lateral surface and one in the reverse lateral surface. Okay, so whenever you make a hole on any solids, either it can be cylinder or hexagonal prism onto pentagonal prism, so you will get two holes when you develop it. So in the last part, so what we are going to do in this problem, draw the development of lateral surface of solid with the hole. So let's see how to do the hexagonal prism development with a hole in center. So here we have drawn the front view and the top view of a hexagonal prism. Now we will quickly dimension the front view and top view. So I am dimensioning the height of the hexagonal prism. And the side length of base edges. So we can use our engineering template to draw the arrowheads of the dimension. So the height of the hexagonal prism is 60 mm. The base edge is 25 mm. Now we will quickly mark the base corners of this hexagonal prism. We will start with the left and we will go anti-clockwise direction. This is my A, corner B, corner C, corner D, corner E and corner F for the top hexagon. For the base hexagon we will name it as bracket G, bracket H, bracket I, bracket J, bracket K and then bracket L. So similarly we will name all the corners in the front view. If I see from the front view, A, B, C, D will be visible. So I will mark A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. E and F are not visible. So we will mark bracket E dash and then bracket F dash. So similarly for the base hexagon, H, G, H, I, J will be visible. So we will mark bracket G, bracket H, bracket I and then bracket J. So where K and L will not be visible, K is exactly behind my I. So I dash bracket K dash, H dash bracket L dash. So in this problem, instead of drawing a cutting plane in the front view, so we have to make a hole. Okay, so this problem is having a hole. So the axis of the hole passes through the center of the axis. Okay, so the axis of the hole is passing through the center of the axis. It's going to bisect. Okay, so the diameter of the hole is 35 mm. So the radius is going to be 17.5. So I measure 17.5. Okay, so and then I look for bisecting the axis. Okay, so where it bisects here. Okay, so at this point I'm going to make a hole. Okay. So you can draw it with HB pencil. Okay, so after making the hole, so whatever material is present inside, it has been removed, and the remaining material will be available. So all those material I am going to make it with HB pencil to make it as visible edges. So the base hexagon is available, so top hexagon, and the vertical edges whichever is remaining after the circular hole. So this circular hole is drilled through the front view of the hexagonal prism. So if you see from the top view, the hole will not be visible, but it will be visible as a hidden lines. So what we have to do is we have to bring all the points to the top view, and we can see the hidden lines here. Okay, so the hole is in the center. Okay, so before that we have to name all this cutting points. Okay, so to name the cutting points, so we will divide this circle into 4 parts. So to create the arbitrary points here. Okay, so now this I will consider as 1 dash, this point as 2 dash, this point as 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, and then 7 dash, and here 8 dash. Okay, so now if I bring this 1 dash to my top view, similarly here. Okay, so now so from top view, so this line is going to be hidden lines. So I will draw hidden lines here. Okay, so this is your position 1, this is your position 5. Okay, so now to develop this, I have 6 sides in my hexagonal prism, so I have to multiply 6 with 25. So 6 times 25 is 150. Okay, so I have to mark 150 for the development. So I am using parallel line method here. So start with any position and then mark 150. Okay, so I have 8 edges here, I have 6 edges here, so each edges is 25 mm, mark 25 mm. Okay, so at all these points draw vertical lines for 60. So do not use HB pencil for this, use harder pencil. So after completing the development, you can use HB pencil for whichever lines which is visible. So now I have to name all the corners. So I will start from here. This is your G, H, I, J, K, L, and again G. Okay, so this is again if you fold, you will get both this G into a single point. So now we have unfolded the hexagonal prism. So for the top hexagon, A, B, C, D, E, F, and again A. Okay, so now you have to bring all the cutting points to the development. So use your drafter. So first I am bringing cutting point 3. So next I am bringing the cutting point 2 and 4. So now I am transferring cutting point 1 and 5. Now I am transferring cutting point 8 and 6. Now I am transferring cutting point 7. Okay, so you have to do with your engineering drafter to make all the drawing perfect. So now you have to mark all the cutting points. The 1 dash belongs to a new point here, so we will do it at the last. 2 dash belongs to BH. Okay, so the 2 dash belongs to BH. So here 2. Okay, so the same 2 will be available for your FL also. This is 2. So and then 4 dash belongs to CI. So 4. Okay. Similarly, the 4 belongs to EK also. 4. So then we'll mark 5, which is a new point. We'll do it later. So now we will mark 6. Okay. So 6 belongs to EK. So here 6. The same 6 is also applicable for CI. So 7 is a new point. So and then we will check for 8. 8 belongs to BH. BH. So this point is my 8. So the same 8 is available for FL also. 8. Okay. So now to mark 1, 3, 5 and 7. Okay. So I have brought 1 to here. So I have to measure this distance. So I have to measure from B to 1. This distance I have to carry over here. Okay. So now I create a arbitrary line. So similarly, I will measure from C to 5. Okay. So C to 5. I make an arbitrary line here. So and then I measure E to 5. So similar distance from F to 1. So now we make arbitrary lines. And then for 7 and 3, so in between H and I, in the center I have to make a line. Okay, so between H and I, this is 25. So for 12.5, so in 12.5 make a arbitrary line. So and then between L and K, I will make a arbitrary line. Okay, so now I measure, I transfer 7. Okay, so 7 stands between H and I. So this point is 7 and 3 is available here. So similarly 3 is also available here and 7 is available here. Now to transfer 1 and 5, so 1 falls here and 5 falls here. So similarly the 1 falls here and 5 falls here. So now if you notice the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in anti-clockwise direction here, and here the numberings are in clockwise. Okay, so what happened is, so after making a circular hole, after drilling a circular hole, so when you unfold this, okay, so when you unfold this, so the top circle, okay, so will be reversed. Okay, so you will get two circles, one in the front of the hexagonal prism and one in the reverse. Okay, so when you unfold, what will happen? So this circle is getting reversed. Okay, so the numbering of all the cutting points will be in different direction. Okay, so now we will connect all the cutting points with the help of HB pencil, whichever is remaining. So this line is remaining, we will make it with a HB pencil. HB, HB and HB. So now to join all these points, I have to use my free hand, or I can use my French curves to do. So since this is a circular hole, I have to do in freehand. So if you use the engineering drafter and if you make this drawing construction perfect, so you will get this in a more proper shape. So you can also dimension this. Use engineering drafter wherever applicable. So I'm using the engineering template to draw these arrowheads. And this length is 150 mm. I hope you liked the video on drawing of development of lateral surface of solid with the hole. In case if you like the video, press like button, do comment, share and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.